training program with an immersion trip to help candidates that have not been to Africa.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business.
Phenomenal Tanya T. Wise, who is here from the great state of Maryland. Tanya, welcome and thank you for being with us today. Can you indulge our audience a little bit and tell them just a little bit more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, I love being able to talk to people and have a magnetic attitude, being able to just show them. So I always like to say, level up is Coach at Tanya T. Wise here.
So can you tell our audience, just give them a teaser about what your presentation will be about?
So my philosophy is that we should all be living our dream life. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you start living your dream life. What are some of the things that you thought about in your childhood that you just kind of let go and dormant?
Wow.
And I want to reignite that and just give you some pointers and some tips, some tools, some strategies to be able to start living your best life now. And guess what, Rhonda? And leave an inheritance for your legacy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's resonating with a lot of people. I've heard that you have a dynamic coaching program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools, we help them implement strategies, as well as give them resources so that they can live their best life now and leave that inheritance.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love the leave the inheritance part. Listen, you are dropping some major nuggets, and I know a lot of what you're saying is resonating with a lot of people, but I think we're all curious. How did you even make this transition into the speaking and coaching arena? What's the story behind this?
So I started out in finance, and I realized that a lot of people don't necessarily go after their dream life because of the lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it.
If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that?
Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wise.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media. For all your social media needs, you've come to the right place at the right time to get your website designed, landing page, social media platforms, and get the training you need to get in front of the people that's ready to buy your products and services. Let me train you to stream StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, and much more. And let me help you get your virtual professionals, not assistants, because assistants can only assist you, but the virtual professional can give you that professional flavor that you need to expand your reach and increase your revenue. Jump on in and get in where you fit in and start bossing today.
Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-Star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaw explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
It's time for you to start bossing in social media. For all your social media needs, you've come to the right place at the right time to get your website designed, landing page, social media platforms, and get the training you need to get in front of the people that's ready to buy your products and services. Let me train you with StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, and much more. And let me help you get your virtual professionals, not assistants, because assistants can only assist you, but the virtual professional can give you that professional flavor that you need to expand your reach and increase your revenue. Jump on in and get in where you fit in and start bossing today.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the Hey Tie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize, because everyone's a fan of something and everyone has a fan base.
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is K-L-O-C-K. Genius is common.
So what we have to do is when we get in a spot, we need to create some spots for us. That's the main thing. We need to be able to be in a position where we're able to create those spots for us. For me, being an entrepreneur, I'm not just going to get a business and then leave you sitting high and dry. If you ask me some questions about entrepreneurship, I'm going to give you as much as I received. I've seen people who made it, and then when you ask them, it's like, okay, now you have to pay me for the information, the same information I got for free. We probably in totally different cities. There's no way that we're going to bump heads or anything. We're not competing. Bring me up with you. And so I just think that whatever education that I have, then I need to be able to give that to my own as well. So create the spots. You can create the spots when you get there.
Hello, this is Israel, and I am CEO of Daydreams Interactive and author of Princess Planet. So, genius is common, and as a kid, I loved to daydream. Even as an adult, I love to daydream. And when my daughter became 6 and loved princess characters, but we just could not find the diversity that showed her, we created our own characters. So, for instance, you have Princess Nulu right here. Princess Nulu is from Uganda, and her genius is that she loves to take care of animals. She can actually even listen and hear what they say. And then we have Princess Isabella right here. Princess Isabella, she's from Cuba, and her genius is biochemistry. One day she hopes to eliminate disease. Then we have Princess Nia right here, and Princess Nia is based off of my daughter, and she is what she wants to be, the greatest dancer alive. So that's her genius. So what's your genius? My genius is my imagination. Genius is common.
need to be messaging and communicating to a lot more folks and getting them committed to you as a brand and feeling that you are trustworthy, as a subject matter expert, and for their needs and their pain points. That says, look, here are my pain points. Here's the problem that I have that I don't want, or the benefit that I want that I don't have. And Grant and Sydney understand that and are giving me information to be able to assist, in my eliminating those pain points.
You're going to get a lot out of this workshop. We're going to show you ways that you can begin to look at this particular problem, that you can apply different formulas, techniques, and skills. They're going to get you to that next level. And then you'll understand the value that we're bringing.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso, a new concept in social media. Truso is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Truso brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Truso, you're face to face. Second, on Truso, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Truso has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Truso is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Truso embraces this community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed caption. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Truso is both social and safe. We refer to Truso as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Truso even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Truso is live, y'all. We've launched in beta, and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Truso. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Truso is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tara Bush, and I am the co-founder and COO of the Hello LLC, where our mantra is helping everyone live life optimally. And more importantly, helping entrepreneurs leverage leading-edge optimizations. We help businesses build, brand, automate, and pivot into the future. With over 22 years of corporate C-level experience, I carry a wealth of knowledge and expertise in my professional portfolio. My professional journey has encompassed various facets of business, executive leadership, project management, marketing, systems, space planning, and strategy implementation. I have had the pleasure of partnering with and managing multi-million-dollar projects for the top Fortune 500 companies, prestigious universities, and well-known sports teams around the world, like ExxonMobil, Apple, Samsung, Citgo, HP, Ziegler Cooper, the Houston Astros, the Dallas Cowboys, Bank of America, and Vanderbilt University. What fuels my drive is a passion for innovation and creativity that knows no bounds. I thrive on pushing the boundaries and thinking outside the box to bring fresh, ingenious ideas to the forefront. I turn visions into reality. As a leader, I am a steadfast advocate for integrity and creativity. I am driven by a profound desire to help individuals and businesses create their own return on time investment while leveraging technology. At the Hello LLC, we are more than just a 3D digital marketing agency. We are a community committed to helping, building, and thriving together with integrity. We can either show you, teach you, or do it for you. We believe in the power of innovation to transform the status quo. My fellow professional powerhouses, in the spirit of abundance, I firmly believe that there is enough prosperity in this world for all of us to thrive together. So, I invite you to make the pivot because the future is already here.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good afternoon. Business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Gerald Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, educate businesses about business. Our first keynote speaker for this afternoon is Miss Anita Arnold. Miss Anita Arnold is the Executive Director for the Black Liberated Arts Center, also known as Black Incorporated. And she is, not only is she a phenomenal executive director for this art center, but she is a woman of vast experience in the performing arts. And she is hosting an event coming up in February featuring the Alvin Ailey Dance Performing Academy. Legendary. Black is all about creating opportunities for our youth in the Oklahoma region, and she will be our keynote speaker for today. So we are honored to have Miss Anita Arnold. So Miss Anita Arnold, thank you for joining us today. How are you today?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
Doing excellent, ma'am.
You look oriented a little bit.
You look wonderful. You look wonderful. Thank you for being here with us. Genius is common. We'll see you on the other side.
Okay. Well, Black Liberated Arts Center is a 54-year-old fine arts organization located here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, right up the street from the state capitol, as a matter of fact. The organization has been around 54 years, as I mentioned. We're headed to perpetuity. And we were told, the fine arts organizations around the country were told years ago that if we did not start operating our nonprofits, it is a 501c3, as a business, that we would be like the dinosaur. We would not be in business. So here we are 54 years later, headed into perpetuity, still presenting the best, the most excellent programs here in the state of Oklahoma in the Black business world. For years, we have brought artists such as Alvin Ailey, as was just mentioned, which will be coming up for us February the 9th this year out at the Oklahoma City Community College at 7:30. They're on their 50th anniversary tour, and we are just so happy to have them here and to be a part of that significant national tour for the dance company. Tickets are going fast. It's one show only, and first come, first serve on the tickets. Now, that's all I'm going to say about that. But I do want you to know that when Ailey comes into your community, they're not just coming to perform and get people excited about the performance, but they have a master class, and they'll do a master class while they're here for dance students who are aspiring to become the next member, say, of Alvin Ailey or some of the other Black dance companies around the country. So Black Liberated Arts Center not only brings the arts, but we bring the education, we bring the history, and we certainly know the history of Alvin Ailey and how he started out with a single mother raising him, but his mother supported his dreams. And so we're about supporting dreams here in Oklahoma. We are working with schools around the Oklahoma City Public School District, which is the largest school district in the state of Oklahoma. We're taking the arts to the schools. As a matter of fact, that is how Black Liberated Arts Center started in the first place. It was the vision of Dr. John Smith, President Emeritus of Fisk University, who found himself here in Oklahoma City after being recruited by the Oklahoma City Symphony. He was a classically trained musician from Seattle, had never been around that many Black people until he landed a job out at Langston University, the Oklahoma HBCU. I was trying to think there for a moment, do we have another one here? We only have one HBCU, and it's Langston University. So we have collaborated with Langston on many of our projects, not only the fine arts, the presenting part of it, but on the history. Yes, we're all over Langston University and those rural communities. This is a rural state by and large. The minority population, or the Black population, as we refer to ourselves here, African American / Black, is only about 16% in Oklahoma City. Statewide, we are about 13% of the population. So you see, we're out here in the middle of America and bringing the finest there is. Once upon a time, we even brought the Boys Choir of Harlem to perform here in Oklahoma City at the biggest venue that we had at the time. Oklahoma City is receiving a huge economic boost right about now in terms of development and pushing forth that rich history that we have here in Oklahoma. Black Incorporated, as I said, is the oldest organization, but I've been told by artists who come from all over, from Detroit, from New York, from Milwaukee, and they all say the same thing. Anita, you're the last one standing with Black Liberated Arts Center. There is no other organization like Black Liberated Arts Center in the country by now. We recently brought in a play from New York called Resurrection, which really tells the story quite vividly of the Tulsa race riots, or nowadays they call it the Tulsa Massacre. And I think that's an appropriate name for the event that happened over in Tulsa. And guess what? Right in the middle of the massacre, you had musicians and artists that were known all over the world back then, back in the 19th century, 1920 through, up until now. Oklahoma has provided the nation with some of the finest talent ever. Jay McShann, who was born and raised in Oklahoma, has a room named after him at one of the large hotels in Kansas City, where he eventually made his home. And I was never so thrilled as being in the John F. Kennedy Center, Performing Arts Center in Washington, D.C., and the American Ballet Alvin Ailey company was performing. And right in the middle of that performance, I turned the page in the program, and it was the McShann Suite. dedicated to Jay McShann, who came right out of Oklahoma. I got so excited, I was just disturbing all the people who were trying to enjoy Alvin Ailey. And I was busy he's from Oklahoma, he's from Oklahoma. I just really made a nuisance of myself. But I was just so happy and excited to see Oklahoma history come alive on that big stage at the John F. Kennedy Center. I had to write the chairman of the board to thank her for putting our history out there before the nation. And speaking of the John F. Kennedy Center, Black Liberated Arts Center, as I mentioned, we keep our history and we do the education and we do the performing arts, whether it's music, dance, or theater. But Black Liberated Arts Center was the first organization to bring the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts Centers, Partners in Education in Oklahoma City. They only go city by city. They do not cover the whole state, but that made us real exclusive. It was in 1995 when we were selected by the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts to bring arts integration into the schools. It was 10 years later before the next team down in Enid, Oklahoma in 2015. It took that long before the next team was established. But we have, through that program, met famous people, and we have brought them to bear on the situation here in Oklahoma City. Jeffrey Canada, who's known for the Harlem Kids Zone, came here and spoke to a group of teachers. It was Black Liberated Arts Center that brought him here. Well, we didn't just bring him here, we met him at the Kennedy Center. So we have all of the resources that the Kennedy Center has. And that's what makes us so interesting and exciting. And people love our programs. That arts integration program, I must say, has done wonders here. It's a program where you take the arts and you can teach any subject in the curriculum, and it's training. It is training for the teachers, for classroom teachers. See, if you get the teachers right, then the students will live up to their full potential. So it's from bringing it here and piloting it here in Oklahoma that we're able to share that. But for politics, unfortunately, the part of the story that is challenging is the fact that everybody wants it. They don't necessarily want Black Liberated Arts Center to come in and bring it. They want it for themselves. And they've been told time and time again by the Kennedy Center that we only have one team per city. And Anita Arnold and Black Liberated Arts Center represent us in the capital of the state of Oklahoma, and we're sticking with it. They are very loyal. As a matter of fact, we have presented other plays that we have seen first at the Kennedy Center. They are just fantastic as an education partner. We're hoping that in 2024, as we go into perpetuity, yes, you heard me right, perpetuity, we found that we can file for our perpetuity papers, and we never have to go back and renew year after year, or however often it happens in the state of Oklahoma. You can renew into perpetuity. So that's the pathway we're on, and we're looking for sustainability every chance we get. And so we've been very fortunate this year, last year in 2023, to attract the attention of the Ms. Foundation. They are very definitely interested in the state of Oklahoma and in trying to help us here in Oklahoma. And they have been a great help this first year. We have a 2-year contract with them, and they are bringing all their resources to bear on the situation of Black Incorporated here in Oklahoma. Why are people rushing to Oklahoma to help? And that's what they're doing, and we appreciate it. They're rushing here because the statistics are so poor. We're here in the middle of the United States. We're number 50 out of 51 based on the latest results that were gathered at the state level of every state in the union. We're not doing well. We're working with the school district that has the largest population of African American children in it, students, and we're determined to change that statistic and expand into other schools who want the program and who are willing to work with us to get those children to soar to the top, just as the pilot school, Wilson Arts Integration School, did. They were a school, an elementary school that had what folk kind of loosely referred to as throwaway children. The neighborhood was surrounded by wealthy people, but they had taken their children out of the school and they were all in private schools. Once we brought the Kennedy Center program to Wilson, and they saw that those throwaway children, when I say throwaway, I'm not by any means minimizing. I'm simply saying that those parents that were sending children to the school, by that time, they had all kinds of issues. A lot of single parent families lived over there in the neighborhood, and they were working whatever number of jobs they could to just sustain themselves. And so we came into that school, and those little throwaway children went straight to the top in 2 years' time. And believe me, the school has national attention, international attention, and it has its own foundation. And we're proud of the work that we did. And to this day, and that was back in 1997, parents have stood in line to try to get into that school, whether they are in the legislature over in another county, another city, such as Tulsa. They try to get an address so they can move in there and experience that excellence and excitement. Black Liberated Arts Center can do this throughout the whole school district, but we have to have those principals willing to walk down the path to raise their children, their students, to the levels where they can reach their own potential. Oklahoma has so many artists, nationally renowned artists. Linda Twine, who did Lena Horne on Broadway. Well, she is born right here in Oklahoma City, and not Oklahoma City, but in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And she too went straight to New York and to the top. You have folk like Charlie Christian, for example. He's one of our legacy projects, the Charlie Christian International Music Festival, which we hold annually. And people come from all over the nation from time to time before COVID to just listen to that beautiful music. Charlie Christian grew up in Oklahoma. He was born in Bonham, Texas, but he grew up in Oklahoma City, so Oklahoma embraces him as their own. He was, for those of you that don't know, Charlie Christian was the first one to figure out how to play the electric guitar. A lot of people were around here in Oklahoma were crediting him for inventing the electric guitar, but he did not. As a student at Douglas High School, which is the traditional high school that African Americans graduated from for many years before integration fully took hold. But Charlie Christian was experimenting, and he put the microphone down into the hole of the guitar and started plucking the strings. He figured out at that tender age when he was a junior in high school how you put the music and the technology together, and away he went straight to the top. And Benny Goodman's band recruited him to go forward with the Benny Goodman band because it was on the downside of the curve. It didn't have any fallback plans, and Charlie Christian made that band what it later became. Charlie Christian was 23 years old when he died. He died young. And I never will forget, he had one daughter, and Billie Jean Christian is deceased now, as well as her mother. But there was a play here in Oklahoma City, and I took them to the play to see Radio. Well, it turned out that the star of the play wanted to see Billy Christian because he had always aspired to make a movie on Charlie Christian. And when I stepped up and introduced him to Charlie Christian's daughter, we got royal treatment, and we had front row seats. Billy Christian died, her mother was still living, and Jazz at Lincoln Center, in their awards ceremony, which is held in the Coca-Cola room, honored Charlie Christian. And it was 17 countries that selected him unanimously to enter into the Jazz at Lincoln Center Hall of Fame. He's in every major Hall of Fame in the world. That's what Oklahoma has to offer. Rich history that affects us all, nationwide, worldwide. But you say, well, why have we not heard of this? Well, Black Incorporated just came on the scene, 54 years ago. This was the early 1900s when Count Basie would come through here and pick his musicians from Oklahoma in the Deep Deuce area. The Deep Deuce area is where business was conducted by day. You had any kind of business you could think of: tailor shops, pool halls, cab stands, doctor's offices. Everything was on Deep Deuce. And Charlie Christian lived just one block over on First Street, down in the Deep Deuce area. I mean, it was nothing for them to decide to have a jam session in the middle of the day. And of course, business people rushed out to the sidewalks as they played from the back of a truck with a flatbed on it. That's the kind of history that we have. The Buffalo Soldiers came primarily from Oklahoma. They have a whole part of the military down in Lawton, Oklahoma, where all of the Buffalo Soldiers' history is kept. And Black Liberated Arts Center has collaborated with them. We have carried our arts and our history and our education throughout the state of Oklahoma. By now, Black Liberated Arts Center is getting to be pretty well known in New York City. I mean, when I first saw Alvin Ailey, to tell the truth, it was when I was living in New Jersey, right across from New York City. And there was nothing that I liked better than going to New York to either shop, to enjoy some of the fine art, visual arts, as well as music. Ralph Ellison grew up here in Oklahoma. I think everybody probably remembers him for the book that he wrote called The Invisible Man. Yes, Ralph Ellison grew up. He knew Charlie Christian. He wrote about Oklahoma. He thinks that Charlie Christian developed tuberculosis from the hectic schedule that he kept going from coast to coast, eating poor food, traveling by bus, and he went down with tuberculosis in New York, Staten Island, New York, at Seaview Hospital is where Charlie Christian died. But Benny Goodman kept Charlie Christian's daughter and her mother going until they both died. He took care of them. That's how great Charlie Christian was and how important he was to music and jazz music. If you go on the internet, you will see more than 72 million hits or inquiries against the name Charlie Christian. We're just real proud of what we have here in Oklahoma City and in Oklahoma. And we're just happy to share it with the world.
As well you should be, Miss Anita. Please tell everyone, how can we reach you? How can we reach Black Incorporated?
Well, our phone number, our telephone number, yes, we have a landline.
Still have landlines. Okay, good.
Yes, at our office is 405-524-3800.
Okay.
You can reach us that way. Our email address is BLAC, B as in boy, L as in Larry, A as in apple, C as in cat, the number 37, INC as in incorporated. Yes, we are incorporated.
Yes,
at
ma'am.
yahoo.com. We're selling tickets like mad right now for this Alvin Ailey performance. It's their 50th anniversary tour, and it will be at the Oklahoma City Community College here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, one night only, and the tickets are selling like hotcakes. We're so honored that you have us here on your show so that we can brag about our history, about our music, about our education. It's exciting to be alive right about now.
Yes, ma'am, it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Black Incorporated, BLAC Incorporated, Black Liberated Arts Center, and they are presenting Alvin Ailey, the legendary Alvin Ailey Dance Company, which will be performing in Oklahoma City at the Oklahoma City Community College Friday, February 9th. 2024 at 7:30 p.m. So as Miss Anita just said, the tickets are hot. They are going quick. So listen, you better go and get there right now and get your tickets. You can also go to Miss Anita's website, which is www.blackinc.org. And that, again, that's Black, B-L-A-C Inc.org. That's Black Inc. without the K. .org. Miss Anita, it has been an absolute honor to host you here on Black Business Expo Network. Thank you so much for being with us today.
It was our pleasure indeed.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for having us.
You're so welcome. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Sometimes you got to hear the news from the Black perspective, and more specifically, Black publishers. And that's exactly why you have to download the Hey Tie app, the largest mobile app delivering breaking news, videos, and podcasts from 200 of your favorite Black publishers. Yes, 200 Black publishers delivering news as it happens, literally all in one app. Go to HAYTI.com or download the app in the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. It's completely free, along with information that you can trust, so go check them out.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes:
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our motion work AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Gerald Hightower. I am the Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network which showcases Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker for this afternoon is Miss Cassandra Mitchell. Miss Cassandra Mitchell, affectionately known as Loyalty. She is the president and CEO of Loyalty in Promotions, Loyalty in Everything, and Loyalty in Friends. She is a marketing expert, a self-published author. She's a podcaster and influencer, and she's going to share some awesome nuggets of wisdom with us today on how to take your business to the next level and how to turn pain into purpose. So we are so glad to have and honored to have Miss Cassandra Mitchell with us today, affectionately known as Loyalty. And as we bring her into our stage here on the Black Business Network, let's show her some love. And listen, pull out your pens, pull out your notepads, your iPads, your journals, your Post-it notes. Get ready to take some notes because this awesome woman is going to drop some wisdom on us today. Miss Cassandra, how are you today, my dear?
Man, fabulous. What an honor. My brother. We have had so many conversations, but to be able to do this live right here in the flesh, it is amazing. So I am very excited and I'm very honored to be here. So thank you for having me.
It is an honor to have you here, my dear sister. So listen, here's what I want to do. I want to give you about 10 minutes or so just to share about what you do, share with the people about how you do it, and share with people, of course, now as we've just begun the new year, people really need to know how to turn pain into purpose and, of course, learn how to profit. So we're going to give you the floor and take the next 10 minutes or so, my dear sister, and just bless us, okay?
Yes, absolutely. I would love to do so. So, for those who don't know who I am Loyalty. Some people know me as Cassandra Mitchell. That's my government name, of course, but I am Loyalty, and that's just who I am. And I am the CEO of Loyalty and Everything. And for me, that's where it starts. Okay. So, yes, when we learn how to get back into the basis of being loyal in everything we do, that's when the real work gets done. So when I want to break that down, okay? So when I say loyalty and everything, we speaking from the head, okay? For me, it's whoever you serve. I'm not here to force religion. I'm not here to practice, put religion on anyone, but I definitely serve God. And when I put him first, it really, just put things in perspective, because he is the reason that everything is possible. So without him, nothing is possible. And I actually consult with him about every decision that I make in life. So when I be more loyal to him in our relationship, then that paves the way for every other relationship outside of that. That teaches me how to be loyal to myself. Okay. And how do we be loyal to ourselves, right? We ask, right? You have to put yourselves first before you put anybody else. You have to make sure you create that overflow for yourself, because if you don't have an overflow, then you're going to create burnout, and now you're not going to be able to operate to the best of your ability. Okay. So make sure that you create an overflow, not even fill your cup. Okay. Don't pour from your full cup, pour from your overflow. So that way you'll be better and more sound to be able to be more loyal to others. Okay. So how do we do that? Self-love, self-value, self-worth. Make sure that you're speaking to yourself properly, because those words mean everything in life. And that's going to teach you how to be loyal to other people. Okay. How do we be loyal to other people? Is by holding them accountable. Hold your friends and your family members accountable, even business partners. Hold people accountable. Now, I'm big on teaching people how to fish, because sometimes if you get someone to fish all the time, then they're not going to be equipped with the proper tools to be able to move forward as they need to. Okay. So if you teach them how to fish, now they have the resources and the things they need to create longevity. Okay. So I'm big on that, to really teach people how to be able to be self-sustainability. And I think, it kind of holds them accountable, because now that then, hey, you have to act accordingly. So I'm big about, not putting your brother and sisters down when they're in a bad position. Lift them, speak life into them, but also hold them accountable. And then that's going to also teach us how to be loyal to what we choose to digest, whether it's food or knowledge. Okay. And when I say that our bodies are our temples, we have to be more mindful of what we're putting in our bodies, because the more you take care of your body, the more it's going to take care of you. Okay. So be mindful. Let's start to choose better options when it comes to your body, because that is your temple. And when you take care of your body, it takes care of you. And when it comes to knowledge, all knowledge is not good knowledge. So do take it with discernment and make sure that you're digesting the good knowledge. And when I say good knowledge, those things that's going to give you value, that's really going to serve your mission, that's going to really push you to the next level. If it's going to devalue you and it serves no purpose in your mission and your story, spit it out. Okay. So that's what loyalty and everything stands for. And a big part of that came from pain, believe it or not. I lost my brother back in 2020. Okay. February 3rd, 2020 changed my life in a major way. My brother, unfortunately, he passed away. He transitioned in a car accident, and he actually transitioned on my daughter's sweet 16th birthday. So I was so hurt. I went through some depression and these things that people don't talk about. Like, we are humans. So I went through a moment where I didn't feel like me, but I had to get to a point where I could turn that pain into purpose. So because the more that I sat into that depression, I was dying slowly every single day. So I wanted to take my life back. So I started a podcast, and my podcast is Loyalty and Friends. A lot of people know about it. So of course, please reach out to me, because I love to tell people's story. There is power in your story. Keep telling your story until it resonates, because your stories are not just for you. It's for someone, and you're going to touch somebody in a major way. So I want to tell you, don't shy away from your story. So I have a He has blessed me with an amazing talent to be able to bless others and tell their story in a major way that shines and highlights them in that way they can get the support that they need. So yes, through my podcast, and then I start writing. Writing is a good way and it's therapeutic. Okay, I would tell you journal. That's a good way to start. But I wrote my first book, Loyalty in Everything, a guide to building strong relationships in business and life. Why do relationships fail, right? We ask, right? I truly believe relationships fail because of the lack of loyalty, which stems from a lack of communication. So if we can get back to that and get back to the basics, as I mentioned, we will be better with our relationships, and relationships are necessary. You need relationships in order to really be successful in life. So if you think you can do it by yourself, I'm telling you, that's the first recipe for disaster. I promise you. So work on the relationship. So go to Amazon, of course, and purchase that, because it will be a great tool, to really get you where you need to. And from there, it's just been up and just making sure I put him at the head of everything that I do, and I consult with him. So I recently started a nonprofit organization as well, which is the LIE Foundation, okay? LIE Foundation, which stands for Loyalty in Everything. And it's really about restoring our communities, really targeting those areas where homelessness is existing, where poverty is, where we can really help those who may be in the low income systematic system. We really want to do what we can as a community to really uplift. So we are starting a mentorship, and I got my 501c3. So we are doing it the right way. It's so important, especially when you're out here doing community work, that you're putting all your ducks in a row. So we're starting a mentorship that's going to target the youth between 10 to 25. Okay. Well, actually 24. And I know some say, well, why so old? Because I really feel like at 18, you're not grown yet. You're still developing, you're still maturing, you're still growing. So we want to continue to nurture them so they can be better part of society as a whole. So it's so much coming with that. I am looking for supporters. I would say, some of my biggest platforms are definitely my Instagram. I have the YouTube page. We are still working and developing the website, but it is definitely coming very, very, very soon. So follow my movement, Loyalty in Everything. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this opportunity to be a part of change, to be a part of history, okay? Because I was just that same kid who was going through the struggles of life in a low income environment, and we have to get out of that mindset. It starts here. When you start to think different, and that's how you're going to see change behavior, and then you start to see things develop in your life and manifest. So if you want to manifest your future, speak it into life and write it out. That's how it happens. So I am so happy to be here. This is fabulous. This is amazing. And what an opportunity, man. I got so many more things I can share with you all. But yes, again, if you want to turn your pain into purpose, really, really do the work. You have to do the work. I would tell anybody to seek therapy. Therapy is very important. I know it's a big taboo in some communities, but we have to get out of that mindset, because sometimes you're not equipped to do it all by yourself. And it's no reason to suffer in silence. So I would encourage you all, make sure you do your due diligence. Seek professional help if needed, okay? And if you need a friend, get you a good circle, a trusted circle. And if you're the smartest person in your circle, then you need to resurface, okay? Resurface and find other people to join your circle so you can elevate to the next level. And that's how we do it. That's how we make change happen. So this has been an honor, man. Such an honor, such an honor. Yes. All right. But outside of that, I would say make sure as well you stay grounded. Even with the kids in the community, that is our future. We have to focus on the children, because they are the ones who are going to really catapult and get us where we need to. That's why I put my energy. I love the children. I love the youth. I hone in on them so much, and they are dear to me. So that's why I focus a lot of my energy, and even the elderly, because no one's servicing them. So yes, thank you so much. I love this. I love this.
Loyalty, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I know you talked about how God put you on a journey to turn your pain into purpose from the loss of your brother. How has that translated to you on a business level where you begin to monetize from all the things that you are doing?
Absolutely, because a lot of times through our pain, we don't realize like God purposed us and put us on different missions, right? And sometimes you may not understand at the time you're going through because it's very uncomfortable and it's very unfamiliar. But it always made sense later. So when I was going through my difficult times, I start to share those things. And the more I start to share it, I start to realize like other people can relate, so that's when I started speaking out about it. Okay. And so that's when the podcast came about. And I never understood that parameter prior because I wasn't into podcasts and I was just a 9-to-5er. I do payroll by day and there's nothing wrong with that. But God saw a bigger purpose for me. So it started there, just really figuring out my foundation with him and just let him be my guide. Because if you allow money to be your leader, then you're probably gonna fail. You can't chase the bag. I don't chase the bag. What I do is I chase the value in people. I chase the value in people because that's where it is. That's how you be successful. You have to create relationships. And through those relationships, you create community. And then you find people who get to know who you are through your story, who's going to really support. So that's how I kind of build my circle and channel that pain, share my story, get others to see what I have going on and support the vision and be successful.
Tell me, how did you make that transition, or are you still making that transition? I know you talked about still having sort of a day job, but how have you been making the transition from employee to full-time entrepreneur?
And I would say I'm still in the progress of it. And I would tell anyone, don't think it's something that's going to happen overnight. You have to be willing to do the work, okay? And we be wanting immediate, results, and that's just not realistic. So I would tell anybody, start wherever you're at. Don't make excuses. But you have to really put a plan together and take action. Really get out there and put the work. So I put myself out there. I'm never shy from an opportunity. If someone's asking me, all opportunities don't monetize, but you get value from it. So sometimes people will feel like, oh, just because they didn't get paid from this opportunity, they don't want to take on these things. But you taking on that opportunity can open other doors for you to get bigger money. So at this level, like I explained, you have to give a lot sometimes to get a little bit. So I don't mind giving back to my community because I have, and people see my consistency. I've had people reach out and say, you know what? I've seen your work. I've seen what you do for the community. I see how, you really support others. What can I do to support you? And the more you keep showing up and you be consistent, and also you have to invest in yourself. You are the biggest investment you can ever pour into. And sometimes people are scared to do so. But if you're scared to take a chance on you, then how do you expect someone else to take a chance on you?
Break that down, Loyalty. When you talk about investing in yourself, I know exactly what you mean, but for the audience that may not really understand what that is, break that down. What does it mean to invest in yourself in order to become better, in order to get greater increase?
Absolutely. And when I say investment, I'm not just talking about just money. I'm talking about staying grounded, putting yourself first for sure. And when it comes to relationships, you can't be thinking all the time that somebody's going to always be willing to give you something. And then sometimes people get in the mindset just because you don't have money or you have less than, that you're not in a position to pay for certain things. People look at those type of things and how you handle business as to how you're going to move in business. So you have to be willing to really take your business serious. And sometimes that means really getting grounded and getting disciplined enough where I can live on a little bit, where I can really put myself out there in a different light so people can see me and see, hey, I'm serious. I'm going to get out here. I'm going to go knock on doors. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take it to the next level, because you can't just sit at home and think like success is going to happen. You really have to be one to put yourself out there in the line, like so people can see you, showing up at seminars, going to events. doing fundraising. These things are important because if you're never out there, then no one ever gets to see you and no one hears your story. So those are the things you have to do. And those are things that you do to invest in you. It's an investment in you. It's not like you're paying for things. People got to get out of that payment mindset and realize like this is valuable. And when I do these things, then it's going to be more value to me and what I'm building so I can get to a bigger level.
Very well. Well, Loyalty, tell everyone how they can reach you. Where can we find you? How can we connect with you?
Absolutely. So anyone who is following my movement, most of my social media platforms, you can find me at Loyalty in Everything, and no slang. Okay. So you do have to spell it out, and that's Loyalty. I as in India, N as in Nancy, the word everything. So EveryThing. Okay. Loyalty in Everything. And I'm always looking for people to also host on my podcast. That is therapeutic for me. That is so therapeutic. That I think saved my life. I would say that just being able to tell people's story, because people don't know what you went through. And sometimes I think people have an unrealistic approach when it comes to life. So that's why I encourage people to tell your story. Don't shy from it, because you are who you are and we are perfectly made every day. So yes, follow me, Loyalty in Everything.
Very good. Well, Loyalty, my dear sister, it has been a pleasure hosting you here on the Black Business Network. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. What an honor, and anytime. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, family, what a phenomenal individual Miss Loyalty. Cassandra Mitchell is her name. And what a blessing that she has been. Listen, the Black Business Network, family, is the purpose. Our goal is to actually raise money for scholarships. Listen, every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to please donate to the Scholarship Fund. We want to thank our sponsors for the Black Scholarship Fund, the Black Business Expo Scholarship Fund, and that's the Black Business Expo USA. And our sponsors for 2024 are NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Riche Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith, LLC, The Hello, LLC, 5-Star BDM Media, Margie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mullane Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and of course, the Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso. A new concept in social media, Truso is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Truso brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Truso, you're face to face. Second, on Truso, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Truso has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Truso is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Truso embraces its community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Truso is both social and safe. We refer to Truso as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Truso even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Truso is live, y'all. We've launched in beta and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Truso. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Truso is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Firm with you. All right, but I got Mr. Sean.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing.
Could you live without income for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe even 5 years? You might be thinking, well, that's a silly question. Well, is it? What if some medical event occurs in your life where you no longer can be the superstar in your household and generate that income? Or what about a planned event where your income comes to a sudden stop? Perhaps your employment has been terminated or your business has ceased operating. Are you prepared with a backup financial income? Or what about those voluntary events in life where you decide it's time to disconnect, perhaps retire, stop working? Do you have a backup income plan or something in place? I'm Sabrina Protic, your financial coach, helping you develop an income plan. Your financial tomorrow depends on what you do today.
Connect with me for a bright and secure financial future.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak any English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America. And my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success. Hello, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. And my genius is helping women accelerate the path to success. You know, I was blessed to have strong women in my life who encouraged, motivated, and pushed me to do my best and to never even think about giving up on my dreams. So I say to women, we must show up to rise up. We have talents and potential, but who will see them if we don't speak up and get noticed? I know that women are a tremendous resource on this planet, and there is nothing more fulfilling than helping a woman tap into her full potential. I do this because I want to be a part of helping as many women as I can to show up, to rise up. I do this because genius is common.
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is K-L-O-C-K. Genius is common.
Hello, my name is Kiasi Helm and I'm 14 years old. I think my genius would probably have to be setting goals and achieving them. I say this because ever since I was young, I always wanted to be an author, and at age 11, I ended up achieving this. But not only did I end up becoming an author, I ended up becoming a public speaker, a publisher, a business owner, all these great things. The name of my business is Written by Kids Publishing Company. I decided to start this company because I thought it was important for me to help kids my age express themselves through literacy and just achieve their own goals. Because to me, achieving goals is the best thing in the world to feel. It's you just achieving things and aspirations that you set for yourself. And I know that everybody is capable of this because even if you don't end up achieving the goal, you still tried your best, and that's the most important thing. And everybody is capable of this because genius is common. Thank you.
So what we have to do is when we get in a spot, we need to create some spots for us. That's the main thing. We need to be able to be in a position where we're able to create those spots for us. For me, being an entrepreneur, I'm not just going to get a business and then leave you sitting high and dry. If you ask me some questions about entrepreneurship, I'm going to give you as much as I received. I've seen people who made it, and then when you ask them, it's like, okay, now you have to pay me for the information, the same information I got for free. We probably in totally different cities. There's no way that we're going to bump heads or anything. We're not competing. Bring me up with you. And so I just think that whatever education that I have, then I need to be able to give that to my own as well. So create the spots. You can create the spots when you get there.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Gerald Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network which showcases Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community which shares its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker for this afternoon, we are blessed to have Dr. Sean J. Harris. Dr. Harris is a former non-commissioned officer in the United States Air Force who served during the Persian Gulf War. Dr. Harris has an extensive and diverse background in aerospace propulsion, law enforcement, and real estate. Dr. Harris holds a PhD in philosophy of economic humanities. Dr. Harris and his wife owns an aviation company, a capital investment firm, 2 real estate companies, as well as a home health care company. Dr. Harris is a 44-time author. He has a 14-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son who both own their own 6-figure companies. Dr. Harris feels that it's important to create financial literacy and to create a firm foundation for business ownership at an early age. He, his lovely wife, and his children live in Atlanta, Georgia. We are blessed to have such an incredible gentleman to come and educate us about financial literacy today. So once again, family, listen, pull out your Post-it notes, get your notepads, your iPad, your Surface devices, whatever note-taking format you use. Get ready to take some notes because Dr. Sean Harris is going to empower us with wisdom today. I really need to ask him, since I live in Atlanta too, can I be a part of the family? I just want to get on the adoption list. You know, I just want to be I might modify my name from Hightower to Harris. Dr. Harris, it's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Good afternoon.
Mr. Hightower, thank you so much for that warm introduction. And absolutely, you can become a part of the honorary family.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am Dr. Sean J. Harris from Generational Wealth Academy, and it brings me a great pleasure and joy to be with you today just to share a few thoughts and to give you a little insight of my background and where I come from. So let's just dive right in. Let's start from the beginning. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. Spent some time in the military, so I did travel the world. To some extensive travel locations, but I actually come from a family of entrepreneurs. And with that said, my family members actually own the first 2 African-American owned hotels here in Atlanta during the pre-civil rights era. So from there, my granddad, he actually owned a very successful moonshine running business in Alabama. Way back when I was a little kid and a little bit before I was born. My parents actually owned companies growing up. I also had a great aunt and uncle who owned one of those first 2 hotels, who owned the only African-American owned taxi service in Atlanta. My wife and I, we own multiple companies, and we also have 13 and 14-year-old kids who also own very successful companies as well. So I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you that I'm going to share some concepts, going to share some blueprints, and some of the strategies that we have used that are proven to work and can work for you as well. So let's just dive right in. Again, for many of you guys, you probably learned the same way I did. Well, we were taught, go to school, get good grades, go get a great job, and everything will be happily ever after. Well, as many of us have figured out, that methodology doesn't quite work the way it used to. It worked pretty good for our grandparents' era, maybe even some of our parents. But as we start to journey through this thing called life, we realize that there are some different alternatives that are in place that are even better than the old ideologies of just go get a good job and everything will be great. So a little bit about myself. I was a C student in school. I just wanted to see my way out, never to return. So I had a high school guidance counselor who once told me, typically I wouldn't say her name, but her name is Harriet Byram. She said, Sean, based on your grades as a C student, the most you'd ever amount to is a warehouse worker. So think about that. As a junior in high school, this isn't the best thing that you want to paint an image of to a kid, is let them know that the best that they could ever be is a warehouse worker. So let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about the mindset of children before we even go into this, because this is going to lay a foundation of where we're going to go in this conversation. So think of a child as a blank canvas. Anything that we do and or say is like a swipe of the paintbrush on that canvas. So when we instill negativity in that child, We scold them. We tell them that they're not going to amount to anything, or you're just like your dad, you're just like your mom, you're just useless. Well, those are all swipes on the paintbrush onto the canvas. So what happens is when we start speaking positive affirmations, what happens, we're also painting stripes with the paintbrush. So now we position the child to have a healthy self-image. So children tend to form their self-image between the ages of 3 and 5 years old. So at that age, we have to now step back from that canvas and take a look at what we've painted. And we must be honest and ask ourselves, well, did I paint a Picasso, or have I painted an absolute nightmare? So whatever we see in adults is typically reflective and indicative of what they went through between the ages of 3 and 5, because that's how we're formed. How we're formed is as a result of the experiences that we have gone through and exposures that we've had in life, particularly early in life. So I say that to say I was raised to be mentally tough and sound. I've always had a strong self-image and self-esteem. So when Ms. Byron told me that the most I'd amount to is warehouse worker, it kind of went in one ear and right out the other. So I subsequently went on to my senior year in high school and graduated, thankfully. Now, I wasn't cum laude or anything like that. I was more of thank you, Lordy, that I got out. But what I did was I went from there and went to the United States Air Force. So like many of you, particularly guys, we get this same talk. No matter what household you were brought up in, we all got the same talk. I think it's on page 372 in the parenting guide, where it sounds something like this. Son, you're about to graduate from high school. You have 3 options. You can either go to college, you can go get a job, or you can go to the military. So I'm not the type to be told what to do. I don't like being told what to do. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I didn't like being told what to do, so I didn't want to go get a job. As I told you, school and we didn't see eye to eye. So I didn't want to go to college. So I took my last option, which was go to the military. And surely the military still told me what to do. But I learned so much going to the United States Air Force. I had a background in aerospace propulsion and aeronautics and aviation, all that cool high-fluting aircraft stuff. But remember, Ms. Byron told me the most I'd be was warehouse worker. So you see, when you have your own vision, no one can determine your destiny for you. Only if you bend over and allow them to ride your back can someone else determine and guide you through that journey. So I exited out of the military, and I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So when I got out of the military, I got into law enforcement to be able to start my journey of being able to create some income and to be able to create the capital and seed money that I would later need to start my own company. So I got in law enforcement, and I was kind of running from bullets. I found out that was a very, let's say, dangerous profession. So I realized that I had to create and come up with an exit strategy really quick, because I've been shot at 3 times my career in law enforcement. So I recognized I got to do something different. Had a very good friend of mine. He's my best friend in life today. I was actually just this morning counting the amount of years that we've known each other, and it's exactly 30 years now. His name is Jeff. Well, Jeff was a police officer also. But one thing that was different about Jeff, I noticed that Jeff was driving differently. He lived differently, and he even walked differently than the rest of the people in the police force. So I would always just observe him. And I asked one day, I said, listen, Jeff, you're doing something different that the rest of us in law enforcement aren't doing. You drive better than most of us. You live in a very beautiful neighborhood above where the rest of us are living. And you speak different. You walk different. You just carry yourself quite differently. What is it that you're doing? So I remember Jeff, he kind of put me off for probably about 2 months. And I just kept asking. I said, Jeff, what are you doing? Please tell me what you're doing. So one day he told me, he said, listen, I do real estate on the side. And that is how I'm able to live the lifestyle that I live. So I asked Jeff, I said, can you show me some of the ropes? What would you recommend for me? So Jeff said, hey, listen, have you ever heard of a home inspector? At the time, I had no idea what a home inspector was. And he explained to me, he said, well, listen, before a person buy a home, typically they get the house inspected. So I looked into that and I ended up going to a home inspection school and got certification. So that course, I believe, was like 3 weeks, and it only cost me like maybe $175. So I took the course and I immediately started getting the tools necessary to start my own company. Jeff helped me out in the process of how to maneuver and get my LLC established, insurances, got bonded, all kind of cool stuff I needed to do. So then I realized, wait a minute, I'm able to make in 1 hour what it typically takes me 2 to 3 days to make in law enforcement. So at that time, I knew I was on to something. So I kept duplicating that same process. Each inspection, this was in 1997. In 1997, I was earning $300 per inspection. And in a relatively short period of time, within the first 30 to 60 days, I was consistently doing an inspection every day, 5 days a week. Then I ultimately scaled a little bit more, and then I was doing 2 to 3 inspections a day, 5 days a week. So now I'm having $1,000 days from someone who was in law enforcement. And I think at that time in law enforcement, I was maybe making $23,000 a year. So an extra $1,000 a day, 5 days a week. It really made a huge difference in what I was doing. Then I noticed that Jeff had elevated his lifestyle even more. So I said, okay, Jeff, this is good, but what else can I do? So Jeff said, listen, go get your real estate salesperson's license. So I did that and I became a realtor. Then this is where the big bucks really started coming in, because I would use my time wisely. I would leverage my relationships in law enforcement, because here's one thing about law enforcement. Law enforcement don't trust people outside of law enforcement typically. So once I had that close knit with all of the people in law enforcement in my own department, I was also building relationships with police officers and deputy sheriffs in other counties and municipalities. So it was all a tight niche where I was conducting real estate transactions for everyone in police departments around the whole city. So at this point, I was now closing on 2 to 3 different properties a month. This positioned me where I was tripling my income in less than 9 months. So in entrepreneurship, if you're working a 9 to 5, I always recommend maintain your job for as long as necessary, because your job, the 9 to 5, is your number one capital investor. This is the seed money needed to be able to invest in the bigger dream, which is your dream. So 9 months later, I did walk away from law enforcement, but I didn't want to go when I went exactly, but I was well prepared at the time that I did leave. What do I mean by that? Well, here in Georgia, we had a popular lottery commercial, and it went something along like "Today's the day." And that always rung in the back of my head. And I had the supervisor, Major Ivy. I already knew that I was going to be leaving the department within about the next 3 to 6 months. So I started burning up all of my leave time and sick time because I knew I wasn't going to get paid for it. So it's kind of like the military. If you don't use it, you lose it. So I was out of work, on vacation for about 33 days. And the sheriff was my frat brother. So we already had this communication. And the sheriff actually told me at that time, he said, Harris, if you don't leave in the next few months, I'm going to fire you anyway. He said that in a joking way because he told me, he said, listen, you're making more money here, away from here than you are here. Because he realized that I was losing money by coming in to work as a deputy sheriff when I could make more money doing my real estate endeavors. So long story short, Major Ivy, he just ripped me up one side and down the other, just yelling on the phone. I was actually at the airport, headed to Jamaica. So it was like Charlie Brown. If you guys remember Charlie Brown, when the teachers would talk, it was just want, 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 want. That's all I heard on the other end, because I knew that I was going to go enjoy my time in Jamaica for like the next 7 days. So long story short, I hung the phone up in mid-sentence of Major Ivy's talking, well, not talking, but yelling. So I came back 7 days later, And that morning, I realized that today's that day. So I packed up all of my gear, all of my equipment, my ammunition, my bulletproof vest, my weapon, everything, my uniforms, packed it all in one big box. And I drove my vehicle to the supply Sally port at the back of the jail. I rung the buzzer. And they were wondering, why is Deputy Harris at that time coming at the back door in his personal vehicle? And why is he carrying this box? Well, that day I walked in and I dropped the box and I was able to exhale. I was able to walk into the land of the living because at that point I realized I had total economic freedom. What is economic freedom? Economic freedom is when you are able to sign the front and the back of your check. That's when you have total time freedom. Economic power is being able to do whatever it is you want to, whenever you want to, with whomever you want to, for however long you want to, and you don't have to ask permission. So that was my full-fledged journey into entrepreneurship. So needless to say, I made all type of awards and accommodations in law enforcement, but I was able to transfer that same work ethic into my own real estate company. So now I had 2 real estate companies that I was operating. And then that positioned me to be able to have seed money to start investing in other ventures. So that's how I got myself started in entrepreneurship. And I also remember that as a little boy, my dad would always take me to business meetings. I would always be around entrepreneurial pursuits to where I started picking up business acumen. My financial literacy started increasing. And I knew at this point that I now have control of my destiny. Unlike what Ms. Byron told me that I had to be confined to a warehouse worker based on my scholastic grades. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about education. There are 3 types of education. We typically know and understand the first, which is a scholastic or an academic education. This is where we learn how to read, write, learn arithmetics, all the basic necessities to be able to ultimately get a job one day. But in this position of getting a job, we have to realize that we're exchanging our time for someone else's money. The second type of education I want to talk about is what's called a professional education. The professional education is a education where we tend to hone in more specifically on our chosen niche or fields of expertise. So many of us have to get continuing education, get the CE hours, or we have to do something to keep a certification up. That's more geared towards the professional education. But remember, I said there's 3 educations. The third one most people aren't familiar with simply because it's not taught in the school system, and that's a financial education. Financial literacy is paramount to be able to have position yourself to journey yourself through life with much more ease. Think about this. Konnichiwa. Parlez-vous français? Habla español. I just spoke 3 different languages. But if you were submerged in the lands in which the languages I just spoke and you didn't speak the language, you'd have a pretty hard time coping. You couldn't even order a simple meal at a restaurant if you didn't speak the language. So the same holds true for finances. If you didn't speak the language of finances, how well could you expect to cope and survive in the land of finances? So that's why financial literacy and learning business acumen is critically important. And more importantly is we have to be able to teach this to children as soon as they're able to talk. So many times people ask me in consulting appointments or in coaching, say, well, listen, Sean, at what age should I start teaching my kid about money? When should I start teaching them about business? And I would typically interrupt them mid-sentence because I know what the question is. And I'll say as soon as they can talk. Because here's the deal. Think about the little grandkids, nieces, or kids, nephews that you have in your family that's 3 or 4 years old. They know every song. They know the lyrics. They know every dance. They know how to operate your devices. They can operate cell phones, tablets, computers, you name it. So here's the deal. Why not teach them what a dividend is? Why not teach them what a rate of return is? Why not teach them what an asset liability is? Need versus wants. So these are things that we have to think about early in life. Now, are they going to grasp it all? Probably not. But you'll be surprised to see that in the right context, in the right timing, they'll regurgitate what they've heard. See, when my kids were still in the womb, we were reading to them. When they were born, we would read to them. We would play audiobooks. Before they could read, anytime we're in the car, we listen to an audiobook because the submersion into the subconscious mind is powerful. So you just put it in. Think about this. If you take an orange and you squeeze it, you should get orange juice, correct? Same thing, if you take a lemon, you squeeze it, you're going to get lemon juice. Well, if someone squeezes you, what's going to come out? It's whatever's in you. So we feel that it's critically important that you put so much information, useful information, into your children so that when the time comes and they need to pull from that repertoire, they can compartmentalize and pull that drawer out of information and be able to share and explain it flawlessly. So it's super important that we teach our kids early in life about the way of the world, because particularly people who look like me, in our culture, we were typically taught kids are to be seen and not heard. And I think that's the biggest detriment that we can do to our children. In our home, we treat our kids since day one. We never talked to them in baby talk. We never babbled in goo goo gaga talk. We've always spoke to them like young adults. I believe that when you teach or treat children like adults, you will get adult-like behavior. When you treat kids like kids, you will get kid-like behavior. But when you treat them like adults, simultaneously, you will get adult-like behavior while still maintaining the kid. So it's like walking and chewing gum at the same time. It's a nice, even balance. We submerged our younger kids, Kennedy and Caden, in Toastmasters when they were 7 years old. So what this did was it positioned them to understand and learn soft skills at an early age. So they were never taught, quote unquote, that you're supposed to be afraid to talk to adults. Do you realize that is the biggest fear of most adults next to drowning and falling is public speaking? But public speaking and being comfortable speaking around your own peers, adults, or children is a valuable commodity and asset to possess. So we taught our kids the soft skills that are going to be necessary for them to be leaders early in life, so that they never had an opportunity to know that they were supposed to be so-called timid or afraid to speak to adults. And now, as a result, both of my children, since 7 years old, have been gracing some of the biggest stages in the world. My son, Caden, is the youngest speaker to ever speak at the Disney Dreamers Academy. He did that when he was 10 or 11, I think it was. They both spoke for major corporations such as Microsoft, Allstate, just major corporations, because the soft skills were taught early in life. So that's super important that we do that. So one other thing I want to talk about with the education is that we have to teach our kids the education that's going to best be suited for their needs and their desires. Sean, do you like college? Well, my answer to that is college is necessary for people who college is necessary for. Let that marinate for a little while. College is not necessarily for everyone. Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, once said, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here, a college education does not guarantee success, just the same as its absence does not ensure failure. So again, it depends on what type of education that you're getting that's going to benefit you in the right way, that's going to benefit your child. So you have to determine what it is that that child's strong suit is. One thing that we did with our kids, we started examining what their skill sets were. Now, here's one thing, and this may sound a little contradictory to what you may have been taught growing up, but many times you hear people say, go after your passion. Do what it is you love so much that you would do it for free. Well, there are some truths in that, but more so we have to ask ourselves, what is our gifting? What is your gift? Well, Dr. Harris, what do you mean? What is my gift? What is a gift? A gift is that thing that comes so incredibly easy to you, but hard for most. That's your gift. Your passion is something you just really love doing, and that indeed you would do it for free. So, my passion is fishing. I thoroughly love fishing. Listen, you can put me on the bank of a river, on a lake, on a boat, or you can put me in the ocean, and man, I will be content until the cows come home, just dropping lines in the water. But I have to be honest, my skill set, my skill level of fishing would not afford me the lifestyle that I enjoy. I wouldn't make any money. I'd just be out there having fun. So I say that to say it's not critically important that you go after your passion, but you go after your gift, because your gift will fund your passion. Position yourself where you can fund your fun through your gifting. So now I can travel anywhere in the world at any time for however long I want to go fishing. I go deep sea fishing. I can go to a river. I can go to a popular lake just to drop a line at any time because I use my gift to find that. So that's one thing that I think is important as parents, as grandparents. We have to be able to teach our kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, go after your gift and allow it to fund your passion. But here's the deal. You got to be able to identify the gift. We have to be able to have eyes to recognize, because see, many times people, we pray for opportunities. But if I can share a piece of advice, instead of just doing that, what I'm going to do, pray for recognition of opportunity. Because here's why I said that. Opportunities fall in our laps every single day if we put our laps where opportunities fall. See, opportunity can be right before you, but you don't realize it. Think about this. I like to talk in word pictures. So imagine someone ring your doorbell. The person would typically yell out, well, who is it? Then they would get up. They would go to the door. They would look through the peephole. They would unlatch all these different latches, unlock the doorknob, sling the door open. And guess what? Opportunity is no longer there because they took too long. They didn't know how to recognize the opportunity. They didn't seize the opportunity in a timely manner. And as you step out on your porch and look out there, you'll realize the opportunity is on your next door neighbor, on their porch. It's because they recognized the opportunity when it came knocking. See, many times we think opportunities have to be pretty packaged in this pretty box with a nice fluffy bow on it. And that's not necessarily the case. Because here's the deal. In the seedbed of adversity, you'll find opportunity. Listen, 2022 was our best year in business as far as a pivoting point. I hear people still complaining about 2020. Oh, the world was shut down. It was the pandemic. It was the worst year of my life. Listen, you have to have positioned your lap to be able to catch those opportunities for them to fall. We made so many business moves. I wrote books, I wrote courses. We started 3 companies in 2020 because we had the eyes to see. So I always tell people, you have to get good at being able to capitalize on chaos. Don't let adversity go wasted. Okay? So what do I mean by that? You have to be able to have the eyes to see, because during 2020, 3 people were made: billionaires, millionaires, and those who wonder what in the world just happened. You got to ask yourself, which one were you? We made a lot of money and built and bought a lot of assets in 2020, which has made our 2021 even better than 2020 was. 2022, 2023, and now moving into 2024 are all better than the subsequent years. But you have to position yourself. It's a mindset. You have to think about where you are in life. Right now, in this exact moment, this is our current reality. So where you are watching this video, you're in your current reality. But what you have to ask yourself is, what's your preferred reality? Where do I want to be? Think about this. Take some time and jot out your dreams. If you're watching this live right now, pull out a piece of paper, draw a circle. I want you to draw 2 circles, equal circles. So we have one circle. This is our dream circle. In this dream circle, just jot down some of the things that you always wanted, whether it was that new home, to be able to live on the beach, to be able to live bi-coastal, to be able to have a particular car, whatever it is, just kind of jot down some of these things that are important to you, what I would call your dream circle. Now, in the other circle, I want you to write down your annual income in that circle. Now, what happens at this position, at this point in time, most people look at their income circle and then look at the dream circle, and they don't line up. They're misaligned. Here's why. Because you say, well, this is my annual income. There's no way I can get this house on the beach. There's no way I can drive that nice car I always wanted, or get that nice boat. There's no way I can travel and do the cool things I wanted to do. There's no way I can put my kid in this specialized magnet school or charter school or private school, because the money doesn't add up. So here's what happens, unfortunately. Most people will then start erasing some of the things in that dream circle. They'll start minimizing that dream circle. Well, who wanted a 7-bedroom house? Who's going to clean it anyway? Who wants a house with all that yard? Who's going to cut the grass? You start minimizing that dream to meet the income circle. That's not healthy. Keep the dream circle where it was. Just figure out a way how to increase the income circle. You got to ask yourself, how can I increase my income? That's where coaching and consulting comes into place. My wife and I, that's what we do. We coach and consult 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs who are looking to build, grow, and scale their companies. It's that simple. So many times people are in life not where they want to be, only because of some decisions that they've made. So let's shift and let's talk about some of the things that can help you position yourself to be able to accomplish the things that are in that dream circle. Let's talk about the 3 money skills. There are 3 money skills, or 3 money laws, I like to call them. So here's the deal. Let's understand this about laws. First, we know that laws should be followed and abided by. Now, there's some laws that, I'm going to be honest, I will bend to the last elasticity before it breaks. But one thing about winners and leaders, sometimes we have to break some laws too, to be able to accomplish what we need for the bigger goal, the bigger vision. And I'll explain that here in a second. So let's think about this. The law of gravity, for an example. Many people can't explain how the law of gravity works. But needless to say, if we go to the top of our home or building that we're currently in and take one step forward off that roof, guess what? Whether we understand the law of gravity or not, we're going to prove that that law works. So it's the same with finances. There's spiritual laws when it comes to finances, and there's also tangible physical laws of finances. So think of finances like this. Think of it like a relationship. If I had a relationship with a significant other and I was abusive, I mistreated that person, they're ultimately going to quiet themselves, they're going to shy away, and ultimately they're going to disappear. Same thing with money. If we don't have a good, healthy relationship with money, it'll ultimately quiet itself. It'll start pulling back a little bit, and ultimately it'll be gone, because money attracts to people who know what to do with money. But Sean, money is the root of all evil, isn't it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And just to be correct, it's the love of money is the root of all evil. But listen, money in and of itself is neither good nor bad. Money only takes on the characteristic of the person in possession of it. So if you're a pretty cool person, you have a big heart, you have a giver's heart, giver's wallet, guess what? More money will just position you to do more of the same. You'll be able to do bigger and better things with money if your heart's right. But at the same time, if our heart isn't right, we're not for the people, we're not by the people, and we do ill-begotten things, more money is just going to position us to hurt more people. So again, money sitting on the table is neither good nor bad. It only takes on the characteristic of the person in possession of it and their intentions of what they're going to do with it. So let's talk about some laws of money. There's 3 simple money skills or money laws, and they're very simple, but they're so simple that many times people don't do them. Let's talk about each one. Write these down. The first money rule is first, you got to be able to make money. That's the first rule of money. We got to be able to make it, but not just make money. We want to position ourselves to make money and create a high income skill set in doing so. What do I mean by that? Well, typically a high income skill set is a skill set that affords you to be able to make at least 5 figures every 30 days or less. So basically, is what you're doing, are you able to make at least $10,000 a month or sooner? Doesn't have to take a whole month. And let me share a story with you real quick. One of my business mentors, he taught me this many years ago. When I was in real estate heavily, I went to a real estate conference, and I was the only person who looked like me. Everyone else were older, very wealthy Caucasian guys. And this one guy came up to me. He said, "Hey kid, how much money are you making?" And boldly and confidently stuck my chest out, and I said, "Well, I make 6 figures a year." And he burst out into this hysterical laughter. I'm talking about a Santa Claus belly laugh. I mean, he turned red. He was actually crying tears. He was laughing so hard. And I looked at him and I was like, "What?" "I do indeed make 6 figures a year." And he abruptly stopped laughing. He placed his hand on my shoulder. He said, "Listen, kid, I'm not laughing that you made 6 figures. I'm just laughing that it takes a whole year to do it." That was a mental implosion and explosion all at the same time. Now, when he said that, I knew that there was a learning lesson here. I said, you know what? He wasn't saying this maliciously. I said, lean in and find out what you need to find out. He became one of my best mentors in life. And he taught me that day. He said, "Listen, Dr. Harris." I wasn't Dr. Harris at the time. He said, "Listen, Sean, what you make annually, I want you to imagine making that monthly." Because he further went on to say, "Sean, it's easier to make your annual income in 1 month than it is to make it in a whole year." He then said, "It's even easier to make that same income in 1 week than it is in a month, even easier to make it in 1 day than it is in a week, and even easier to make it in 1 hour than it is to make it in a day." So that day, he really stretched my mind. And if you think of a rubber band, when you stretch a rubber band and you let it go, it goes back, but it never goes back to its original dimension. So once something is stretched, it's forever stretched. So hopefully I stretched your mind in the way to think about money. Because the same amount of work that it takes to make $10,000, it's the same amount of work to make $100,000. You just have to have systems in place. What does systems stand for? SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, and money. See, many times people have always been conditioned to think that it takes hard work to succeed. I just got to work harder. And that's not it. Because listen, by God, if the secret was hard work, every construction worker out here would be extremely successful, extremely wealthy. It's not based on hard work. It's based on smart work. You have to be able to leverage. Use things to leverage to your advantage. So the first money skill, the first money law is making money. Now that we made the money, guess what? We got to be able to hold on to the money. We can't be so free to let the money go. Don't be so easily separated with your money. You've made it. Hold on to it. But I'm not asking you to hold on to it to stuff it under the mattress. I'm not asking you to hold on to it to put it in a shoebox and put it on the shelf in the closet. I'm asking you to hold on to it so that we can prepare ourselves for law number 3 or rule number 3. And that's to grow the money. I'd rather you have money sitting over here, positioned and prepared for an opportunity to fall in your lap. Because the last thing you want to do is be in a position where someone says, hey, look, we got this joint venture partnership we're looking to do. We just need 3 investors that can all put in $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Position yourself that you have the money ready to go to capitalize on the benefit of the investment. How many times have you come across an investment and it was like, geez, this is the investment of a lifetime. But capital-wise, I'm not ready. So have that capital sitting, waiting to be deployed. But don't just have it sitting, not working. Have it working, but have it where you can liquidate it just like that to be able to maneuver it and deploy that capital in a different direction that can continue building money. See, that's the goal of money. You want money to go make money for you. Sitting in a bank account is not doing anything for you. Have that money always moving, always working for you. If you don't know how to do that, get with people who can help you. We help our clients do that all the time to be able to maximize the use of their money. Your money should be used at its highest and best use at all times. Because going back to our dream circle I just talked about, if you position yourself, you should have 2 numbers in mind at all times. You should have your freedom number and you should also have a lifestyle number. What is a freedom number? A freedom number, that's your number that you need to meet and match to be able to walk away from your job, if that's your goal. Your goal may not be to walk away from your job, but if in fact you do, you have to come up with what your freedom number would be. So let's say that you're making $80,000 a year. Your freedom number may not be 80,000. Your freedom number may be 65,000. It may be 70,000. Well, how is that possible? Because think about all of the money that you're incurring in travel expenses, in dry cleaning expenses, in uniform expenses, or having to buy clothing, eating out lunch throughout the week. There's a lot of costs that you incur working a job. That if you said, all I have to do is replace 65K and I can stay home because I have a business system or I have a product or a service that's creating 65,000, but I'm able to do it from home. Now you're even. You're in the same position where you were in a job making 80,000. Now you have your time freedom and you only need 65,000. So you have to write that down to determine what your freedom number is going to be. Then your lifestyle number. Your lifestyle number is that number that will satisfy everything you can think of, all your responsibilities, and you have an overabundance of income to be able to do the cool things that you want to do, and it doesn't rock the boat. Okay, so that's your lifestyle number. Those are 2 numbers that are always important, whether you're working a 9 to 5 or whether you want to be an entrepreneur. So those are 2 things I'm going to always recommend that you do. So listen, that's just a tip of the iceberg of the things I wanted to kind of cover. I have a plethora of information to share with you guys. But I know we're wrapping up in time, so I want to kind of start bringing this to a close. But listen, if you're in a position in life where you want to better your position, you got to change what you're doing. I'm going to close on these 3 things. There's 3 changes that my family and I made that made all of the difference. This is what took me from a 5-figure earner to 6-figure, from a 6-figure to 7+ figure earner. Listen, my son just got an award a couple weeks ago for making over $100,000 in his business. He's 13. Both my 13 and 14-year-old both have 6-figure companies independently. They both have 2 companies each. They both have capital investment firms, and they both have their regular businesses, which my son teaches financial literacy. My daughter has her own health and nutrition company. So I'm imploring you to position yourself for you and generations to come, to set yourselves up to really, truly create generational wealth. Start understanding things like private family banking. Understand how to leverage life insurance policies. So life insurance policy is just that. It's for your life. It's not the death part. Now, the death benefit is a caveat, but life insurance is meant to be used and benefited during your life. So in these 3 things closing out, what are the 3 things that changed for us, that swung the pendulum in a different direction? First, we changed what we read. We focused on the things that we read. Secondly, we changed our associations. I can look at, and I'm sure you guys all heard this before, I can take a look at your 5 friends and tell exactly who you are and where you're going. We changed our association. We got around people who thought like we did. And the third thing, and one of the most important things, is we changed how we used our time. Notice I said used our time, not spent our time. How we utilized it. We use our time at its highest and best use to give us the highest return on investment for that time spent. So listen, I have had an absolute joy just being able to share a little bit of information with you guys that can start you on your journey to successes as it relates to creating generational wealth, putting legacies in place. I'm very easy to reach. My website is SeanJHarris.com. That's SEAN, the letter J, Harris.com. And I've had a very good time just sharing with you guys today. And let me tell you guys, the Black Business Network is one of the most powerful platforms in which you can get information. You have to position yourself to get the information to move the needle. So again, guys, I'm Dr. Sean J. Harris. I had a great time. Mr. Hightower, it has been a joy being able to share, and you and I have definitely got to connect with you being my neighbor here in Atlanta.
Absolutely. No, don't forget, Dr. Harris, I'm an honorary family member.
That's right. You got to come to the family reunion then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, Dr. Harris, before we let you go, this has been amazing. I have so many questions, but one of the things I want to kind of go back to is you mentioned, and I heard the great Irvin Magic Johnson say the very same thing. I said, I know this man already has beyond a wealthy mindset, because what you said today is what I heard Magic say, and that is the same amount of time that it takes you to earn 6 figures. You had been earning 6 figures per year. The man laughed at you. He's like, I'm not laughing at you because you're at the 6-figure level. I'm just tripping because it takes you a whole year to do it.
Absolutely.
And you can do that same thing, 6 figures in a month, 6 figures in a day. So tell us, Dr. Harris, what is the mindset that one needs to have to make that shift and to make that leap?
Oh, excellent question. Listen, first, I always keep books around me. I've read over 1,500 books. This is a great book, The Power of Focus. You got to be able to get clarity. That's the biggest thing. It's a mind shift, because we've all heard the scenario that if you take a millionaire, take all his money, give it to the homeless person, in less than 18 months, the roles will be reversed again. The homeless person will typically be homeless again. The wealthy person will be wealthy again, because it's a mindset. You have to feed your mind. It's just like, Mr. Hightower, you would not let me come into your home and dump a wheelbarrow of trash into your living room floor.
Right.
But look at how many times people allow people to come into the living room of their mind and dump foolishness, debris, and trash. You can't do that. Just keep your job. You can't own your own business. You're just a C student. You can never amount to anything else. So we have to be able to protect our ear and our eye gates. We got to protect what's placed in our living room, because just like the devices that we're doing this interview on now, typically we have an antivirus somewhere here on your computer and your telephone. We have an antivirus, but we have to ask ourselves, what type of antivirus do we have on our biggest computer, which is our mind? So it starts with those 3 things, those 3 changes I just closed on, is that we got to, first of all, put good information in. Then we have to be able to get around those people that's going to push you to the next level. See, a coach isn't designed to be your best friend. It's not designed to be your homie and your buddy. Your coach is designed to get you over the finish line, to get you across the plate, to get you across the field goal, the line. That's the goal of the coach. And then how we spend our time is what's going to really matter. Because I can take 28, 30 years of business entrepreneurship experience and condense it down to a 30-minute conversation. And you just got on the other side of the learning curve. So it's important that people understand, pay for speed, pay for expertise. Because I'm not going to walk through a minefield just skipping at my leisure.
Right.
I'm going to look at that guy who made it across the minefield successfully. I'm going to say, hey, how did you do it? How much pressure did you step there? And I'm going to step in his exact steps along the way. Now, when I get across the minefield, I can then take my own journey to get around the next minefield, but I've learned so much in the previous minefield. So that's the biggest thing people have to do. You got to get mentorship and guidance and go on the journey.
Absolutely. 1000%, Dr. Harris. Last question for you. For those that are in the Atlanta region or would be quick to jump on a plane, train, or automobile to get here to the Atlanta region, how soon are you hosting a live event or perhaps a virtual event where people can come in and attend?
Yeah, I do webinars probably every month. We do a lot of live events. I actually manage both my kids, so I'm super involved with them as well. They're going to be online later on in the week. But the best bet is to let's get some time on the calendar. You can reach me at that website, SeanJHarris.com.
SeanJHarris.com.
SEAN, the letter J, Harris.com. And let's set some time. Let's set up a strategy call, discovery call, and start seeing if we would be a good fit to work together in business. But I would love to be able to sit down and have communications. A lot of times too, Mr. Hightower, people have families that they want to pull together. Sometimes I get together and I pull families together and do a family webinar as well, and just kind of walk through some of the basis of how to truly build generational wealth with the family.
That's awesome. Dr. Harris, it has been an absolute honor to have you here, sir. Thank you for blessing us here on the Black Business Network. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, to reach Dr. Harris, SeanJHarris.com. That's SEAN, SeanJHarris.com. That's SeanJHarris.com. Thank you, sir. Blessings to you and your family.
You as well.
Genius is coming. I'll see you on the other side.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize. Because everyone's a fan of something, and everyone has a fan base.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small success, stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. Hey, thank you. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie,
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserve. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Art to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is G. Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist and CEO of Real Love Nation. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network which showcases Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, educate businesses about business. Today, family, for this afternoon, this portion of our broadcast with our next speaker, Mr. Sean Lashley. Sean Lashley is the founder and CEO of 10K Cards, which is a phenomenal business platform that helps entrepreneurs elevate their businesses to the next level and beyond. He is originally born and raised in Guyana, Africa, and even now, having been here a quarter of a century, his wife, his children, he has built multiple businesses, has birthed multiple business ventures, and is now networking with multimillionaire business owners around the world. Sean lives by the principle, the secret to living is giving. And I can tell you on a personal basis, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has blessed my life tremendously with helping me to grow and increase my business as well. So without further ado, I want to bring to the stage Mr. Sean Lashley, founder and CEO of 10K Cards, a phenomenal gentleman. And as I always tell you with all of our guests, get ready. Get your notepads, iPads, journal, get some Post-it notes. Listen, if you don't have that, get a scratch piece of paper, get a paper bag, and get ready to take some notes because this awesome gentleman is going to drop some gems on us. Sean Lashley, good afternoon, my brother. Your microphone is muted, but good to have you here with us this afternoon. How are you?
Super, super good afternoon. G Hightai, with that introduction, I was looking around to see who's this guy he's talking about. I'm just a regular kid on the block. First of all, thank you so
Listen,
much for having me. And it's great
absolutely.
being
It's a
here.
blessing to have you. Listen, Sean, what I want you to do is take about 10 minutes and just really tell us about 10K. Tell us about your vision and what you do to help businesses get to the next level. I want you to share your genius because genius is common. So I'll see you on the other side.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I'll start from when I was 9 years old, guys. I was born in Guyana, that's South America. And according to G Hightower, I came from Africa, which means now I'll have to go to Africa to make his presentation correct. So thank you, G Tower, for the promotion. So left when I was 9 years old. I spent most of my time in New York. So I consider myself to be a New Yorker. And at the beginning of the pandemic, we wanted to create a product that can help every individual to express who they are and what they do. Because the pandemic clearly showed us that if you're not skilled and if you're not presenting yourself correctly, you're going to miss out on the marketplace that's in front of you. So we launched the digital business card. And what it does, it put all of your contact points in one place: website, phone number, email, your social media links. Everything that you have, we put it all into one place. And then when you have a chance to present yourself to someone, give them your business card, everything is all on it. Over a period of 3 years, we've done phenomenally well with the digital business card. And then we decided to take to the next level. And then we introduced the video business card. And with the video business card, ladies and gentlemen, it's the best way for you to present yourself in real time to anyone, anywhere, at any time. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. While you're sleeping, someone could be looking at your video business card and making a decision to do business with you while you're sleeping. So remember that. The strategy that we're using in the company is to empower clients and the everyday man and woman to be a part of our company. Because just like water and oxygen, we created a product that runs in the same category as water and oxygen. What does that mean? Every human being living anywhere on the planet need to present themselves to the public, need to present themselves to someone. And if you have the option to have the best presentation, always remember, you'll never get a second opportunity to make a first impression. And that's why clients are going with the video business card. I'm a proud father of 5, loving husband to Melissa Lashley, surrounded by a great family. And, my life is surrounded by taking care of our kids and then doing business on the side. When I was younger, I always thought I'll work extremely hard and I'll make enough money to pay for the psychiatrist for the kids if daddy is not there to take care of them. And my wife got into my life and said, yeah, that's not going to happen. And I will give her the full credit that she turned me from businessman into family man. And I'm here to tell you, everyone that's listening, someone needs to hear this message. There are certain things that money can buy, and there are certain things that money cannot buy. And the reason I'll always give my wife the credit, because she opened up my eyes to the things that money cannot buy. So taking my daughter to school, picking them up, taking them to the car wash, going to the parks, going shopping. These are things, guys, that's making up the life that I live for every day. And I will always be grateful for it. And I will inspire anyone out there that is not paying that much attention to your family, your kids. Start paying some attention. I've seen so many stories along the way, and I never heard someone said, I wish I had more time to work. It would normally be, I wish I had more time to spend with the family. So the fact that I'm enjoying that, I don't want to keep it a secret. I want to share it to someone that's looking at this video and that's going to get this message. In terms of what do we have going on? So as my bio mentioned, I'm the founder and CEO of 10K Cards and a whole group of other companies. But one of the things I'm really excited about, guys, which we're launching tomorrow, is the largest event.com. The largest events.com. The strategy is travel the world, go to events, have an experience, and send it up to the largest events.com. So it is a huge, huge mission that's going to keep me pumping for the next couple of years. So with that said, I'm ready for us to get into the interview. If there's anything that's missing, you let me know. I'll put it out there. And we're on. Where is Mr. Hightower? All right, so I'm gonna keep speaking until Hightower put me back into the interview. So let's get into something simple, guys. I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that is saying the 9 to 5 is okay, but I'm destined for more. I'm here to tell you that little voice that you have on the inside of you is absolutely correct. You are destined for more. You're born to do great things. And if you're not, you need to look into the mirror and ask yourself why. When you discover that one thing that you're good at, start creating a group around you that's going to help to hold you accountable and that's going to help you to move to the next level. And one of the most important things you want to focus on is when you get around a group of experienced individuals, make sure you keep leveling up your game. Because if you're not leveling up your game, they're going to leave you and push you right back into the past. So whenever you have the opportunity to get in contact with influential folks, level up your game and always have something of value to bring to that community. And we're back, G.
Yes, sir, Sean. Man, listen. First of all, I owe you a tremendous apology. Guyana, boom. I had my mind focused on Ghana.
You're sending me to Ghana. Now I have to go. So thank you.
We got to listen. The doors are open for you, Sean. We got to get you there, period. And I'm coming with you. I'll be your armor bearer.
There we go. Let's go. Let's do it.
Listen, Sean, I want to ask you some questions because one of the things that people find a difficult challenge with is how to make the adjustment to something new, right?
Okay.
Typically, because the soul craves familiarity, we tend to focus on things that feel good to me or that are close to what I can understand rather than stretching out into something new. For the beginning entrepreneur, share with them how their business can have exponential increase by using the 10K card.
Okay, very good. So before we even go there, you just asked is trying something new. The hardest thing in trying something new is getting started. The hardest thing in trying something new is getting started. That's number one. Number two, if you fall in love, am I making good eye contact here or I need to be looking here? Help me out.
You are, yes.
Okay, good. So starting something new is taking the first step. That's number one. Here's the seat belt to taking the first step. You can always make adjustment. You can always make adjustments. Hightower, I will share with you in the end of last year, I made a decision that I was going to show up on Instagram Live every day, even if it's for 5 minutes. If I show up by myself, I'm going to share a story online. And someone is going to look at my Instagram story. They will be inspired. They will receive some kind of message that can actually push them to the next level. Or they may hear a message that they need to share to someone. So on the first of the year, I started my Instagram Live, no problem. And I made a decision that every day I'm going to show up, even if it's for at least 5 minutes. And on December 31st, I'm going to have my team do an accounting to step one, see how much I made showing up live every day. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to turn it into a podcast. So why am I sharing this, guys? You can show up live every day. No one can be on the live. One person can be on the live. But guess what? I'm making adjustments every day. I'm going to be making adjustments every day. And if you know you're going to be here until December 31st, get excited in January. Get excited in February. Excited in March. Because December 31st is when results will show. And I can promise you one thing. Depression comes from lack of work that you should have done. It never comes from doing enough. It comes from you know what you should have been doing, but you didn't do it. And now you have to do the consequences.
My God. Wait, Sean, hold up. We can't run over that like a speed bump. Let's run that back again. Depression comes from what? Say that again, Sean.
Depression comes from the work that you know you should have done, but you refuse to. I'm breaking it all the way down for you, my brother. Work that should have been done, you know you should have been doing it, but you refuse to. So when the results and it's time to show, there's nothing to show because you didn't put in the work. So I will always tell everyone, pay the price, and one day you'll get to enjoy what comes with it. And that's the results.
And Sean, can I add too, since this is what I do with relationships, depression also comes from the investment of yourself into a relationship you should have gotten into. You look up and you see that person is with somebody else.
That's right.
So the work of business, it's an inward work. The work of having a good, healthy relationship that leads to a marriage and a happy life, that's an inward work, right? So we talked about the shift of getting into something new. Talk about, Sean, the people that have the because what you just said is greatly enlightening, that you got on every single day on Instagram. Boom. Consistency is key. What about the person? Speak to the person, Sean, that has a struggle because they say, oh, I'm an introvert and I'm just not really an outgoing person like that. Oh, I'm not the person that's comfortable with getting on live like, like Coach G or like Sean. So talk to that person, Sean. Help them out.
So step one, social media is such a beautiful, powerful tool, and it's a great resource center. So I would recommend that individuals start getting online and looking at other people's story, learning from their experience. Now, here's what I did that really helped me. Prior to social media, I have a lot of friends that keep telling me, you need to be on camera. Now, I have several businesses. I'm extremely busy. I'm training young people in real-time sales. I have no distraction to be on camera. So when the pandemic came, I'm a social animal. I need people. I need to connect with people. And that was not happening in the beginning of COVID. So I made a commitment to myself. I said, Sean, you're going to turn the camera on and you're going to start recording content. You're going to start sharing everything you know. You're going to push it out to the universe. And it's going to start impacting individuals. And what I said to myself was, I'm willing to make 100 crappy videos until I make a good one. I said, I'm willing to make 100 crappy videos until I make a good one. And I'll tell you why that worked well for me. I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. And I said to myself, if Elon Musk put an auction, the first crappy video that he made at a nonprofit event, will he get $1 million for that video? And the answer was absolutely yes. And the next side of my brain said, if Elon can do it, I can do it. If Elon can do it, I can do it. I just need to find one person that I can say, yep, I see that happening. And if I see it happening for them, I can also see it happening for me. So I would say, go out to the mindset of, I'm willing to be suck at it for 100 tries, but after 101, you wouldn't be able to stop me. I got this after 101. And lucky for me, it was only 3 or 4 videos. After that, I ate the audience.
I love it. I love it. Sean, you are really, really helping so many people right now because those are the mental hurdles that we have to overcome to ensure success, right? So now let's talk about eliminating distractions, because one of the greatest impediments to our success are the distractions, things around us and the people closest to us. How do you overcome the distractions of people who are close to you that are draining you of the time that you need to invest in becoming better in business?
Very good. So step one, set massive goals, set big goals. Set goals so big that you don't have enough time to achieve those goals. So if you believe in what I just said, you have 0 time for distractions, because as a winner, your goal is to conquer. Your goal is to overcome. Your goal is to check it off the list. And then you manage that decision to stay in alignment to those big goals and dreams. And anything that's not feeding into your goals and dreams, it's pulling you away from your goals and dreams. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're okay with missing your goals and dreams, this is not the advice for you. But if you're a fan of hitting your goals and dreams, this is going to inspire you. Set those goals, set those dreams, put the plan in place, and make a decision to become the winner that you were born to be. Make a decision. It is a decision. Make a decision to become the winner that you were born to be. And surround yourself with people that's going to hold you accountable. Because if they're not going to hold you accountable, you can fall off the racetrack. But if they hold you accountable, you have to live up to that greatness that you have within you. So to settle the noise and to quiet distraction, set your big goals, make a decision that the achievement of those goals are non-negotiable. And anything that I do that's taking me away from this is distracting me from winning. Now, again, I don't know about you, but I'm a creature for winning. I'm a creature for getting to the end results in the capacity of helping others while I'm getting there. Because here's the thing, Hightower. If I get to the finish line I'm looking for, I'm going to have the resources to help a whole lot of people. I'll have the resource to help a lot of people. And if I miss that deadline, a lot of people will be left behind because of me. And that is not something that I can live with. So you want to tie the story to winning, and that's going to keep you on track. And once you're responsible enough, the right story will eliminate distraction.
Sean, that is so powerful. And yes, you and I are definitely kindred brothers I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. I'm from the city of champions. You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
we don't
There
like
you
to
go.
lose in nothing. You know what I mean? And then me as a high tower, hate losing anything. I don't care if it's marbles. You know what I mean? Like
That's right. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So when I come
love
across guys like you, I decided we're going to collaborate instead of going head to head. It's just
Yes,
that
sir.
simple. Because what a 60-tone level Hightower. And the reality of the situation is, once you keep leveling up your game, you're going to become so attractive for success. Nothing or no one can deny you from that.
Absolutely. Collaboration versus competition. I love that.
That's right.
We definitely need that. And that's definitely something that Dr. Kelly and the Black Business Network, that we definitely push that agenda. So Sean, talk to the people that struggle with relationship building. You know, the great Dr. George C. Frazier always teaches us that our network determines our net worth. But many people are reticent to develop relationships, again, due to the fear of rejection, due to personality types, you know, the introverts, which interestingly, I find that introverts are they're stronger in relationship building even than many extroverts. But talk to the people, Sean, who are afraid, dealing with rejection, the spirit of rejection that causes them to be really reluctant, apprehensive to develop the necessary relationships that's going to help you become successful.
Very good, very good. So I'm going to share a beautiful story that changed my life. Have you heard of the Cat Williams interview that he had with Shannon?
Of course, of course.
My brother, let me tell you something. The Cat Williams video drove me close to God. I'm going to say this again. This is heavy. You should have declared the terms and conditions before you put Sean on the stage. I'm going to bring it. The Cat Williams interview brought me closer to God, and I'll tell you why. Cat Williams said a few stuff online that was extremely important to me. Step one, the devil can't bless his people. Only God can. Step two, you cannot blackball me. You don't have anything that I want. Step three, when you know who your big homie is, no one can mess with you on the block. So my big homie is God. And 2 Saturdays ago, I had a tugging within me to go to church. And I look at my wife, I said, babes, call your brother and have him call the pastor to let him know we're coming tomorrow. Because he heard about us, he's excited to meet us. But you know, Sean is always busy. But when God is ready to get your attention, he's going to tug on you and he's going to make sure you get there. So I got up at 8 o'clock Sunday morning. I told my wife, I said, babes, I love you. At 9:30 sharp, I'm leaving. If you're not ready, you're going to have to meet me there. Because I just have this feel that there's something that I need to do. And with a beautiful smile on her face, she said, don't worry, babes, I'll be ready. Because she frequents church more than I do. I'm the guy that's always working.
Right.
So when we went to church, guys, it was one of the most amazing feeling that I got. I was smiling the moment I got there from the moment I left. And it almost feels as I entered the church doors, I took the winter jacket off and I stepped into the Caribbean weather. And when I left church, I didn't pick back up that jacket. That jacket stayed right there. And I just started living life from there. You see, here's one thing I figured out. The same thing that God did for us when we were born is the same thing He do for us after we have reborn. God never changed up on us. You know what happened to us? We began to change our lens.
That's right.
When we start paying attention to Him, then is when we actually change our lens. And the things we look at change. Okay? I'm so sorry. Because you change, the things you look at to you seem as though they change. But they were all the same. So here's the good news I want to give to everyone. If you want to build a relationship with anyone, go secure your relationship with God. That's number one. Number two, the God that you're going to find that relationship with lives in everyone. And when that individual that you want to build that relationship with embody the God within them, you have nothing to be concerned about. It's all going to be minor adjustments as you go through the journey. Because every disagreement, every argument, every whatever you choose to call it, it must be governed under the love of God. And if it's governed under the love of God, I think that's going to be a beautiful process. So if you want to build relationships, go build the first most important relationship. And that's a relationship with your creator. Whatever the audience used to call it, that's quite fine. I call him God. So once you build your relationship with God, there is nothing you have to be afraid of. And the last thing I want to mention about Cat Williams that inspired me, Cat Williams said, what if God found out I'm doing all of this good for other people? Wouldn't he want to be a good friend? Wouldn't he favor me? So I am working to get into God's favor. I want to be one of his favorites. I want to be his best friend. So every day of my life, I'm auditioning to be God's best friend. So can you imagine what that kind of mindset will do for you? That's what it is for me. So you want to get the best relationship, go for a secret relationship with God. And then step 2, trust in the process to understand the God that lives in me, Hightower, lives in you as well, my friend. And let the two gods in each other connect with each other.
I love that, Sean. That is beautiful. Man, I hope somebody is capturing this word and that your words are impacting them like Cat Williams' words impacted you. I want to ask you this question, Sean, with regards to the technical aspects of business, because some people are technologically challenged. So for the people who may be a bit technologically challenged, what advice would you give them to help them utilize the technical tools that are available to us, the free tools, such as social media and others?
Very good. So I'm a fan of learning from the expert. I'm a fan of, they said, don't be a copycat. And I watched a presentation where the guy put it in the best way possible. He said it's okay to be a copycat if you're copying the right cat. It's okay to be a copycat if you're copying the right cat.
Indeed.
So what do I mean when I say this? Step 1, if you have no money, you should have time. If you have no money, you should have time. There is so much resource online that you can get for free. Pick 1, 2, or 3 and go laser focus on the 1, 2, or 3. And if you explore that long enough, you're going to start earning the income to pay the experts to get you moving faster. Start out for free. Use the time that you have for free. Go study the experts. Go use the programs. Go invest the time. And then go work the free resources until you have enough to work with. And then what's going to happen, you will now take that results and you'll pay the expert so you can move faster. And everything that comes in, take a little bit and put it aside so you can keep reinvesting. When I was younger, I always heard the poor always have money to spend. The rich always have money to invest. Let's try this again. The poor always have money to spend and they never have money to invest, or they rarely have money to invest. The rich always have money to invest and rarely have money to spend. When I figured that game out to Hightower, it was a game over to me. It was a game over situation. It's not what's the price of this. It's what's the return on my investment. The price to me is, I'm not concerned about the price. What is my return on investment? That's the only question I'm asking. And I'm teaching my kids to ask the very same question. What's the return on investment? If there's no return, that is an expense. Not interested.
Man, that is brilliant thinking, Sean. Absolutely brilliant thinking. Listen, we have a couple of more minutes left, a few more, maybe about 5 minutes left. Listen, got to get as much as I can from you. So the next thing I want to ask you, for business owners who are still on the job, but they've got to make that transition. They have business that they've been working on, but they're still employed. What would you say, what are 3 practical steps that you could give us, Sean, to make that transition from being an employee to actually launching full-fledged into your business?
Beautiful. So anyone that's in a 9 to 5, I want to challenge them to see it as a paid internship. Anyone that's in a 9 to 5, I want to challenge you to look at it as a paid internship. Because while you're on your 9 to 5, you're learning skills. You're acquiring new skills. You're acquiring new talents. And on the 9 to 5, you're being sharpened to positioning your future self. That's number 1. Number 2, ask yourself, what is easy for me but harder for other people to do? What's easy for me but hard for others? One of the things that I do extremely well, my brother, is get to extract the entrepreneur inside of you. We all have an entrepreneur inside of us. And my job is to help to extract that entrepreneur and then show you a blueprint that you can follow to achieve the results that you're destined for. So step 1, see the job as a paid internship. Learn as much as you possibly can. And while you're at that 9 to 5, Discipline yourself for success. Discipline yourself for success. If you're going to be dreading going to the 9 to 5, that's not a discipline for success. If you're going to be doing half what you should be doing while you're on the job, that's not a discipline for success. Because when God sees you taking care of other people's property, He's going to give you your own property to take care of. So you're being given an opportunity to take care of someone else's property. Once you do it successfully, the opportunities will present themselves to you. And because you have experience taking care of someone else's own, now you can handle yours. And here's the good news. I believe in karma. I believe everything is a cycle. Because you took care of your first employer, when you bring on team members, they're going to take care of you. When you bring on team members, they're going to take care of you because here you have good karma. You've created a solid karma rewards in the universe. And then once you bring those people on board, your goal is to help them to achieve their higher purpose, their goals, vision, and mission. And if you can figure out the formula of partnering up with them while they work for you, you're going to become a very successful and wealthy individual. That's it. So 3 steps. Execute like a master on your 9 to 5. Develop a skill, primarily from your 9 to 5, because you're spending a lot of time on your 9 to 5. Develop a skill from that 9 to 5. And then take that skill and launch it into the marketplace where you can be rewarded for it. Attract members to come on board. Step 2, after you launch a skill, attract members to come on board to help you develop that skill, that talent, that business. Treat them right and then help them to go find their niche product. And in the hope of helping them to find their niche product, partner up with them in the beginning. And once you partner up with them, you have an equity in something that they're doing. And then those equities start stacking up on each other. So that would be the advice that I'll give.
I love that, Sean. You know, as for me, as a purpose strategist, one of the challenges, FAQs, frequently asked questions, people say, gosh, how do I actually find out what it is? Sean, with you being an owner, an entrepreneur, and a founder of multiple businesses, how do you find that one niche, that one thing that you do well and actually convert that into revenue?
Oh man, you're asking me to explain candy to a child right now. It's the easiest thing ever. Just taste it. So lucky for me, when I was a child, I always had this knack to solve problems. I've made wooden briefcase, wooden cars. I'm always building something. And in my opinion, looking back, if my dad had pointed me into real estate or architecture, I would have been building skyscrapers today. But he didn't, and that's fine. So I fell in love with, so here's where my entrepreneur journey started. My dad gave me $250 to go shopping for Christmas. I came back home with a Hugo Boss shirt and a Hugo Boss pants. And man, he cursed the crap out of me. He's like, look at your cousins. They have 2 big shopping bags of clothes. And all you came home with is a boutique bag with 1 pants, 1 shirt. Hightower, I had $5 to my name. I bought a dishwashing liquid. I grabbed a bucket from the house. I took a piece of sponge and I started washing cars. I started washing cars, my brother. And in 7 years, I grew a $5 investment to a $250,000 expansion. All because of the focus of compounding. So when I did that and I realized that I can do this, I knew that I can do anything. So I just took that same principle of compounding on my efforts, and then I took it everywhere. And that's how you start growing into this uncontrollable ball of success. So that's what I'll tell anyone. Start from the very beginning. Start from scratch. And then take your time and put it out there. And if you really want to find what you're really good at, like, you have to do some soul searching. Ask your friend, get 5 friends. What would you say is the one thing I'm good at? Well, they'll always tell me, Sean, you're good at talking. That's number 1. Number 2, you're good at making the vision very simple. You can take something complex and you can make it very simple. And I've taken that same strategy and I've built it into our products. So when you called me today, you said, Sean, do you have a bio? I'm like, yeah. Go to ceosean.com. You'll see 1 button that takes you to my bio. Sean, do you have any photos for the presentation material? Of course I do. Go to ceosean.com and click on my photo gallery. Sean, do you do any kind of coaching? Yes, I do. Go to ceosean.com and push on the coaching button. So what I've done, Hightower, was to put everything in one place and how we can make people. And if someone has never met me and they want to get a chance to interact with me, they can get on a live Zoom call for free. Again, they just have to go to ceoshawn.com and push that button. When you ask what I was good at, do you realize how often I just marketed ceoshawn.com?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Sean, this has been amazing, and we are so blessed to have you here, man. Listen, speaking of ceoshawn.com, listen, tell us really quickly before we close out today about the 10K card, and tell us about how we can get that card from you so we can have exponential increase in our business.
Very good. So thank you for asking. So the 10K card is it's two products. We have the digital business card. With the digital business card, we start as low as $10. If someone have a challenge with $10, reach out to me personally. I'm going to take care of the first month for you, no problem. And then within a month, if you can figure out a way to get $10 to keep it, I'm probably not the guy for you. Or you're probably not the person that want to go achieve success. So the digital card, it's a way to put all of your contact points together. Your phone number, your email, your website, your calendar, your coaching programs, your Zoom link, anything that you have, put it all in one place. And then when someone asks you for your contact information, you give them one link, it has everything on it. If you want the Rolls Royce of the garage, then you go the video business card. The video business card, you literally get to make a presentation of who you are, what you do. Because Hightower, make no mistake, you're not going to be for everyone. And that's okay. Some people are going to think the energy is too high. This guy is a little too much. And again, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Right.
But then some people are going to say, you know what? I like what he said. I can follow this lead. I can take that guidance. And those are the individuals I'm looking to attract. So if I put myself out there in my true and authentic selves, I'm going to attract the people that's attracted to my message. And that's what the video business card do for you. Anyone that want to find out more about it, they can do one of two things. Go to ceoshawn.com. They can see the live presentation of the video card and the digital card. Or they can go to 10kcards.com and we have the products right on the website. So either two they go to, they'll find all the information that they need.
Man, Mr. Sean, you have been a blessing, sir. Thank you so much. Listen, family, please make sure you connect with this gentleman. He gave it to you 10 times. He gave you the 10K information and how to find him 10 times plus.
There you go.
Mr. Sean Lashley, it's been a pleasure, my brother. Thank you so much. And genius is coming. I'll see you, sir, on the other side. We are so grateful here at the Black Business Network to have phenomenal people like Mr. Sean Lashley and many others. And we want to ask you all to please be a part of our investment into our next generation. We are here to have scholarship drive, a scholarship campaign. The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. The expo is a fundraiser for students, and you can go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or you can go to Cash App. That's right. You can utilize Cash App that's on the screen below, which is $BBXUSA. That's $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. And students can register online. Students, if you're listening to me, listen, go online right now. Go to blackbusinessexpousa.com. That's blackbusinessexpousa.com. Listen, every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to please donate to the scholarship fund. We want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for January 2024. They are NC 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richey Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, Barbara H. Smith, LLC, The Hello, LLC, 5-Star BDM Media, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Helene Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and of course, Black Business Expo USA. I have been your host serving you for this afternoon. Once again, I am G. Hightower, Chief Purpose Strategist, CEO of Real Love Nation. Genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaugh, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-Star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaugh explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
Over the past few years, we've seen the growth of existing and new initiatives focused on financial inclusion, building global networks, and reducing the wealth gap in response to the idea there's not enough seats at the table. Whether their outcomes are to increase the representation of Black executives on corporate boards, ensure an inclusive global economy, or to create new U.S. African commercial pathways, the strategies are often carried out by separate programs. The question is, should they be? With the continent of Africa being home to more than half of the world's fastest growing economies, the youngest workforce, over 400 companies generating more than $1 billion annually, 700 generating more than $500 million annually that are poised for growth, and being the destination of nearly $5 billion in venture capital in 2021. Diversifying U.S. and Africa commercial engagement by building bridges between African businesses and their U.S. diaspora should begin being seen as mutually beneficial. From helping to reduce Africa's enormous capital gap to catalyzing two-way trade opportunities, the COVID-19 global pandemic hopefully has taught us that global challenges and opportunities are more interconnected than we thought. During the pandemic, African companies like Unicorn Flutterwave, insurance provider Reliance Health, ride-hailing app Yasir, and 54Gene, the continent's first bank of DNA on people of African descent, proved that when African companies have access to networks, capital, and information, they grow big, grow fast, and create solutions that are valuable to the world. This is why BDirect was created. We are the first U.S.-based but African-centric board preparedness and board search company designed to connect U.S. Black talent and corporations to African businesses. Unique and fundamental to BDirect's success is our process of helping board candidates adapt their experience and networks to an African context before they're connected to high-growth companies that are looking to locally and globally scale. From our focus groups with African business execs and government leaders, we don't ignore the sentiment that business is easy, but people are hard. Having a pool of board candidates with hard-to-access networks and extensive experience across the business lifecycle, including successfully raising capital, is table stakes for an initiative like this. So yes, we have that. But corporate or entrepreneurial success in the U.S. does not guarantee success in Africa. Developed alongside industry partners on the continent, our training program, BDirect Prep, is designed to transpose their experience to create cultural comfort, understanding, and a commitment to helping businesses in Africa scale. Our board governance sessions are African, continental, and country specific, integrated with cultural awareness and dexterity training, masterclasses led by African industry execs, and mentoring and coaching from African continental-based facilitators. But even more unique to Be Direct Prep, we cap off our training program with an immersion trip to help candidates that have not been to Africa before see and feel Africa's complexity and opportunity from African soil. We all know traditional network-based board placement has historically left a lot of us out of ever really being in the paid board pipeline. Our strategy supports the work of many great organizations that are successfully filling seats at U.S. board tables by creating more tables for those that are still left on the sideline. It's time to start seeing the role and value of U.S. Black talent and businesses on the continent of Africa differently. Old perceptions and habits limit economic inclusion. Let's transition Black talent and the African businesses they will support from the periphery of the global economy to its core. Living in a global lockdown, we all know now how fast local and global economies can change, and see the value of having businesses that hire, strengthen local value chains, and even grow globally. Status quo in any form holds back progress. We must democratize U.S.-Africa commercial engagement by socially and economically connecting cultures that have long been disconnected. It's time for Africa's U.S. diaspora to redefine their global value by helping African businesses scale continentally and globally.